Good morning, my children, and welcome to your English class, the class of the teacher Jacob. Today, my children, we are going to make two exercises that are part of your printed pages. El día de hoy vamos a realizar dos ejercicios que se encuentran en las hojas impresas que ustedes tienen en casita. Now, for this, if you want to work along with the teacher, si ustedes quieren trabajar junto con el teacher, you have 5 seconds so you can grab your activity of the day and your pencil case. Tienen 5 segundos para ir por su actividad y su estuchera para que trabajemos juntos. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So let's begin. Now, the activities of the day are divided in two. For the first activity, we have apples and trees. Now remember, the tree in Spanish means árbol, and of course, apple in Spanish means manzana, which is one of the family of the fruits. So for the first exercise, what we have to do is join the apple with the correct tree. In each one of the apples, inside of them, we have a number. For example, here, the first one, inside of it has the number 1. So we have to join it with the correct tree. Tenemos que unirla con el árbol correcto. Inside of each tree, adentro de cada uno de los árboles, we have a small dots. Tenemos puntitos, okay? In the case of the first one, once again, we only have 1, tenemos un puntito, so it's the same quantity that the apple has. Es la misma cantidad que tiene la manzana, okay? 1 dot, okay? So we have to join the correct apple with the correct tree according to the quantity, de acuerdo a la cantidad que aparece tanto en el número como en los puntitos. So let's begin. For this, if you want to join with a pencil or with different colors, there is no problem. In the case of the teacher, I'm going to use color blue, okay? So I have my color blue. Let's begin. Once again, the first apple that appears on top of it, inside has a number 1. Remember, the one that looks like a soldier. So we have to find a tree that contains 1 small dot. Tenemos que encontrar un árbol que solo contenga un puntito. Okay? Once again, it's under it. Está debajo de la manzana. So we join it. Very good. Now, next to this apple, we have another one that contains the number 4. Remember, the number 4 is the chair that is upside down. Now, let's find a tree that has 4 little dots. Okay, let's see. Let's count this one. 1, 2, 3. Is it correct? Can I join it? No, because here we only have 3 little dots, 3 puntitos, and the apple is mentioned 4, y la manzana menciona 4, so it's not the same. Let's continue looking. Let's count this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is it the same? No, because remember, here it is mentioning 4, and here we have 5 small little dots. Let's continue looking. Okay. Let's see. Okay, we're going to skip just for a few seconds. We're going to skip. Nos vamos a saltar. We're going to skip this apple and continue with the ones below. Con las que se encuentran debajo. Okay, here inside, let's see. Inside this apple, we have the number 5. Remember, the number that likes to eat a lot, so that's why it has a big belly. Una panzota, okay? So, here we have number 5. Let's look for a tree that contains 5 little dots. Okay, here we said we had 3, 1, 2, 3, so it's not the same. Once again, let's count this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5, is it the same quantity as the apple? ¿Tiene la misma cantidad, el mismo valor? Yes, it is. So let's join it. Very good. Excellent. Now, let's continue with the next apple. Inside the next apple, we have the number 2. So once again, we have to find a tree that contains 2 little dots. Okay, look at this one. Here we have few dots. Tenemos poquitos puntitos. Maybe this is the correct answer. Let's count the little dots. 1, 2. Okay, so is it the same quantity? 2 and 2? Yes, it is. So let's join it. Okay, very good. Excellent. Now, here inside of the apple has the number 6. Okay, remember the number 6 was the last number we saw, the one that looks like the cherry. Remember the cherry in Spanish, cereza, and it's the smallest fruit of all, la más pequeña de todas las frutas. So here we have number 6. Now this is the last number we saw, so the quantity is bigger. Así es que los puntitos tienen que ser varios porque es la mayor cantidad que hemos estado trabajando. So here we have several dots, okay, varios puntitos. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So, is it the same quantity? ¿Es la misma cantidad? Yes, it is. So, let's join it. Okay, very good. Now, let's see with the first one of the third row. Vamos a ver el primero de la tercera fila. Okay, so let's count the dots. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So inside this tree we have 4 little dots. Now let's look for the number 4 inside the apple. Vamos a buscar el número 4 que esté dentro de la manzana. Remember, the number 4 is the chair upside down. So the number 4, the chair upside down, it's here at the top of the exercise, hasta arriba del ejercicio. So let's join it. Once again, number 4, we are going to join it with the apple that contains the number 4. Now, if you cross the lines while you're making this exercise, there is no problem. Si ustedes en este ejercicio llegan a cruzar líneas, no pasa nada. Okay, the important part is that we join the correct total. Lo importante de este ejercicio es de que unamos el total del número que tenemos en la manzana con los puntitos que aparecen en el árbol. Okay, so if you cross the lines, si ustedes cruzan líneas, there's no problem. Now, I believe we are missing 1. Nos hace falta 1, which is the number 3. Now, the only 3 that is remaining is here in the center of it. Now, let's count the dots that appear in this 3. 1, 2, 3. So inside this 3, we have the number 3. So, once again, let's join it. Vamos a unirlo. Number 3 with the number 3. Very good, excellent. Okay, I know that all of you, my children, you are doing an excellent job. So the teacher is very happy. Now, let's continue with the second part of the exercise. For the second part of the exercise, my children, we have several objects. Okay, some of those objects include flowers, include birds, or I believe these are ducks. We have butterflies, we have a bee, okay, we have fishes, and we have frogs. Now, in the case of the frog is also part of the family of animals of the sea. And one of the sounds of the frogs is rabbit, and they love to jump. They don't walk like a normal person, they jump, okay, from one place to another. Las ranas saltan de un lugar a otro y pues obviamente no caminan como las personas normales o como los animalitos. Ellas saltan, saltan, saltan. Now, in each one of the squares that appear right here, en cada uno de los cuadrados, okay, we have to count the quantity, tenemos que contar la cantidad la cantidad de objetos que aparecen en cada uno de estos cuadrados, okay? And at the end, we are going to circle, vamos a encerrar, we're going to circle the correct number, el número correcto correspondiente a la cantidad de objetos que tenemos. So let's begin. In the case of the flowers, for this, it's very important that you help the teacher count. Es muy importante que ustedes me ayuden a contar. So let's start. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the correct number that you have to circle is number 4. Okay, remember the chair upside down. Next to, let's count the frogs. Remember frog in Spanish, rana. 1 and 2. How many are they? ¿Cuántas son? 2 frogs. So remember the number 2, the one that looks like a duck. And speaking about ducks, let's continue with those. 1, 2, 3. How many ducks appear here? 3, which is the snake. Remember? All of the numbers, they have their own shape and form. Now, let's continue with the fishes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. How many fishes appear in this square? 5 fishes, okay? 5. Remember, number 5, the number that likes to eat. Now, let's continue with the butterflies, which are part of the family of insects, which we'll be reviewing later on. Lo vamos a repasar próximamente. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So how many butterflies appear inside of this square? 6 butterflies. And finally, let's continue with the bees. How many bees appear here? Only 1. We only have 1 bee. Okay? So, a number that looks like a soldier, that's the correct answer. So that's it for today, my children. I hope that this exercise help you recognize better the numbers from 1 to 6. Remember, it's very important that you continuously practice them, review them, okay, memorize them, because we are going to continue later on with the review of the number 7. So in order to get that, we have to be ready and prepared from number 1 to number 6. So take care, have an excellent day, goodbye.